So former Vice President Mike Pence delivered a speech at the annual Gridiron dinner on March the 12th, 2023, where he sharply criticized former President Donald Trump, saying that he endangered Pence's family and everyone at the Capitol on January 6th, 2021, and that history would hold him accountable. Now, Pence's comments came as Trump faced investigations in Atlanta and Washington, D.C. over the insurrection of January 6th. Now, Pence was subpoenaed by the Justice Department special counsel to talk about Trump's actions on that day. Pence's lawyers are seeking to quash the subpoena, saying prosecutors lack the legal authority to ask him about private conversations with a sitting president. Now, Pence exasperated Trump while serving as the Republican speaker at the Gridiron dinner, an organization of journalists that sponsors an annual white tie dinner featuring jokes, skits, and parodies of members of both parties. Now, the first half of Pence's speech was lighthearted as he told jokes about himself. President Joe Biden told jokes about the Democrats and Trump, citing the time he invited him to a Bible study, and he really liked the passages about the smiting and perishing of thine enemies, Pence said. Now, as he put it, you know, Mike, there's some real good stuff in here talking about the Bible. But Pence then turned serious as he began to talk about the attack on the United States Capitol on the day of special session of Congress to formally count electoral votes from the 2020 presidential election. As Vice President Pence had a ceremonial role presiding over the session, and his family members had joined him on the Capitol that day. Trump sought to pressure Pence to help him overturn the election, asking the then vice president to throw out electoral votes from states that Biden won. Pence refused, which infuriated Trump, who criticized Pence at a rally on the Ellipse. Angry Trump supporters then stormed the Capitol, smashing their way into the building, wielding flagpoles and other weapons as they chanted, "Hang Mike Pence." This is what Pence said then and now, that he had no authority to meddle in the election. Absolutely not. Citing recent attempts by Trump and some Trump reporters to downplay the insurrection, Pence said, "Make no mistake about it, what happened that day was a disgrace, and it mocks decency to portray it any other way." Now, Pence's speech was widely covered by the media, with many commentators noting the significance of his criticism of Trump. Now, the New York Times called it a dramatic break, and his former boss, while CNN said this was the most